Before I went through this, I would have never thought that, something like this even occurred. So usually when you see news articles about people hurting kids or hurting babies, you're automatically like assuming like they had to have did that. My name is Shelby Whiting. I'm married to Damani-Clarke. We have two daughters, Anariah and Kalea. I'm originally from North Carolina. I'm currently stationed in Kingsland, Georgia at the Kings Bay Naval Base, and I am a E5, which is a petty officer second class in the Navy. We were falsely accused of abusing Anariah back in 2023 when my husband, while changing her clothes and her diaper, heard a pop. He notified me that Thursday. We monitored her. And then that following Monday, while we were doing tummy time, we noticed that she wasn't using her arm properly. So I called the doctor. We got an appointment. We went in. The doctor looked over her. X-rays showed that there was a fracture to the arm. So from there, we went to Wolfson's. And at Wolfson's, they did more imaging, which identified more fractures that we were not aware of, and we didn't have an explanation for it. So at the time, they automatically ruled that it was child abuse because we didn't have an explanation. And that was prior to them doing any further testing or trying to figure out any other cause. There was no other second opinion offered or any other explanation. All of the explanations that we did give or asked if that could have been a possible reasoning, like putting them in a car seat, birth, everything was like disputed as if like that is not something that could have occurred. Like they were very adamant that these injuries had to have occurred from non-accidental trauma, which is basically saying that we, the parents, abused her or someone abused her. The hardest part with this whole experience was that this was our first child, so I missed out on a lot of firsts. She was removed at only 10 weeks, so I missed like a lot of the bonding time and just time to be with her. It took them a little while to even initiate visits, so we had time where we didn't see her at all. But once we were able to get visits, that's actually like what kind of kept us strong and kept us like pushing forward, like willingly looking forward to those visits. But I feel like the hardest part was constantly trying to explain that we did not abuse our child when everybody is pointing their finger saying that we did abuse our child and we know we did it. And we know that there has to be something medically wrong and we're just being accused. So it feels like our voice was being silenced and everything that we would say would be just used as if it was an excuse rather than them looking into it. Before I went through this, I would have never thought that, something like this even occurred. So usually when you see news articles about people hurting kids or hurting babies, you're automatically like assuming like they had to have did that, especially when you hear like multiple fractures or how egregious they make it sound. So our lowest point in all of this will definitely be in September of 2023 when we basically lost our disposition hearing, and just hearing the words that they were going for a termination of our parental rights was definitely the lowest. And at that time, we didn't have like any idea on what was going to be next. They were like pushing for like a expedited TPR. So that was like our lowest because we didn't have the organization You Are the Power. At that time, we didn't know any other parents that were going through it. We had like our family, but our family didn't fully understand what was going on, and they were just assuming like something had to have occurred. So it just was me and my husband at the time, and it was an extremely hard time up until we were able to find this organization and meet other parents to like push us through and hear the stories, and like we knew like something else had to have been going on. I found You Are the Power through my attorney, Doris Good. She had told me about an organization that was currently helping another client that she had. With You Are the Power, we were able to like get more eyes on the situation, get more help, and just like basically be a voice for us, a bigger voice for us. And I feel like they definitely played a huge part in our family getting reunified. We have not received an official diagnosis due to our case just officially being closed in January. We kind of couldn't really go out of the state. And then from there I had the court martial on the Navy side. So we were kind of dealing with that. So we are still looking for a diagnosis. We have did like genetic testing. Some variants of unknown certainty have came back, but we have not been able to like follow through and get a definite diagnosis to like put specifically what occurred or what is going on with Anariah. I would like for the public to know that families like mine were loving parents who want the best for our kids, who will never hurt our kids, who are generally just learning this whole parenting thing as we go. And when we see things out of place, we are going to who we believe would help us as, doctors. And we're asking for help, but instead of getting help, because we don't have explanations and it seems like they don't want to do their job to actually figure out what is wrong with our children, we are being falsely accused, and we don't deserve that. So we're just parents who just love our kids and are fighting every day to just, be a safe place for our kids, to love our kids.